Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sunday, October 1st, about 3:30 in the afternoon for us out here in Boston. Kyle's with me today, and just a quick update on the week. So far, I am teaching Sunday school at my parish assignment now. It sort of dropped on me at the last minute, but managed to prepare something quickly for today, and I'll be using pretty good curriculum going forward. I had a really good time with the kids. I'm doing 5th and 6th grade, so 10, 11, 12 years old.
And as for myself, for the week, I begun at least the starting week with a really interesting start to the weekend. I went to a lecture at Harvard on early medieval language contact in Central Asia. We primarily looked at Christian and Manichaean texts in Syriac, Sogdian, Old Turkic, and Old Uyghur, and that was just amazing. I loved every moment of it. That was the awesome start to my weekend. And then today I went to Watertown, to Taxiarki Parish with Father Nick, where Father Nick Miller serves. I also helped with Sunday school there today. We did a lesson regarding the gospel reading today, but also just in general terms of, if someone was to just ask you on the street who was Jesus, they could, the kids would respond.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to explain in the midst of all that what the difference between a synagogue and the temple is. So that was fun.
That's fun.
And in regards to the upcoming week, not a whole lot is planned out of the ordinary. I have hopefully my first meeting regarding actual prison ministry, so that'll be not actually going into the prison yet, but it's another step forward, so that'll be fun. Outside of that, just look forward to Greek class, lots of Greek, lots of chant.
Yep.
Busy as always.
Yep. One interesting little thing this week, I was at a bookstore in downtown Brookline, the Brookline Booksmith. In addition to books, they have a lot of little tchotchkes and things. And a lot of pins, enamel pins. And I found this, which is basically an enamel pin of my face.
If I find one that looks like me, I'm totally going to switch with you.
So, yeah, I got that, and that's fun. Yeah. So, the gospel reading this morning in the Greek Archdiocese was from Luke, the 6th chapter. It's the passage on do unto others as you would have them do to you, and loving your enemies. The primary thoughts that I didn't preach this morning, but I always prepare a short little thing for the kids that I do every week if I'm not preaching, and I always pull some thoughts out. And the main things that I would want to share on this are that for Christians, and for looking at the Bible more generally, morality, unlike the way we experience it or talk about it now mostly in our modern Western post-Enlightenment world, is not primarily an introspective thing. It's almost entirely focused on relationship, either your relationship with God or your relationship with others. So in the Old Testament, in the prophetic tradition especially, the prophets, when they harangue or call out the evil that's being done in Israel and in Judah, it's focused on the sins of idolatry and the sins of injustice. That is to say, an incorrect relationship with God, or letting something take the place of God in your life, or doing harm to other people, or having a destructive relationship with other people. So that's something that I would think would take out of it. And of course, Christ encapsulates this very strongly, not only with the summary of the law in Matthew and Mark, where he talks about the two greatest commandments, not only in the Sermon on the Mount and the Sermon on the Plain, which is where the Luke reading is from this morning, but also in Matthew, the reading that we will encounter in a few months for the sermon, for the Sunday of the Last Judgment, where he says, "Whatever you do to others, you do to me." And it's fundamentally about seeing ourselves in Christ and seeing Christ in other people and relating to other people in that way. So, those are my thoughts on the gospel.
I definitely don't have that many thoughts. Actually, I kind of failed, or my normal routine got all shaken up the last couple days. I've been trying lately to purposely the night before read the gospel reading for the day in English, modern Greek, biblical Greek, and modern Greek, and then think about it some more. Today, those got flip-flopped because I was up late last night doing homework. Right. So really bad night for that to happen, apparently. But so I don't have much to say about the gospel reading today. Actually.
All right, well, I think that's it. And right now we're out in the Masteropolis Grove outside the classroom building because it's a really nice day out today. Mid-60s, low humidity for the East Coast anyway. Not a cloud in the sky that I can see.
It's beautiful.
And, yeah, really great. And I'm looking forward to having a nice, relaxing afternoon.
I'll end on a fun fact. So for my Genesis class, I'm working on a project, and the project I'm working on involves Melchizedek, the righteous king of Salem from Genesis 14. And I found out the other day, and I think this is just the coolest thing in the world. More explanation on the issue can follow at another time. But according to Saint Ephrem the Syrian and also Ginsberg's The Legend of the Jews, is apparently both a Jewish and Christian interpretation that Melchizedek, the righteous king of Salem, is identified as Shem, the son of Noah, which I thought was just the coolest thing in the world.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
So, fun fact to end on.
Very cool. All right. Talk to you later, and see you next week.
Bye.